Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Maharaja Nimi meets the nine Yogendras. In this chapter, Narad gives instruction in Bhagavad Dharma to the faithful and inquisitive Vasudeva by recounting a conversation between Maharaja Nimi and the nine Yogendra. Greatly eager to see Lord Krishna, Dev Rishi Narad resided almost exclusively in Dwarka. Vasudev, bewildered by the Lord's illusory potency, had previously offered worship to the Supreme Lord Ananta for the purpose of getting a son, but had failed to worship him for liberation. Once Narad arrived at the home of Vasudeva, who worshipped him according to proper etiquettes, greeted him respectfully, and requested to hear about pure devotional services which frees one from all kind of fear. Narad praised Vasudeva's fixed intelligence and then related the ancient history of conversation between the nine Yogendra, who were son of Lord Rishabdev and Nimi, the king of Videha. Swambhu Manu's son was Priyavart. His son was Agnidra, whose son was Nabhi. Lord Rishabdeva, the plenary portion of Vasudeva, incarnated as the son of Nabhi. The oldest of Rishabdeva's 100 son was Bharat, an exalted devotee of Narayan, by whose name this earth previously called Ajnab become famous as Bharatvarsha. Nine other sons of Rishabdeva was widely known as Navyogendra: Kavi, Hari, Antriksh, Pravyud, Piplayan, Avirhotra, Drumil, Chamsa, and Karbhajan. They were well versed in knowledge of the self, fixed in their goal, and always striving for perfection. Nine other sons of Rishabdeva took on the duty of Kshatriya and became master of the nine Dwapas comprising Bharatvarsha. His other 81 sons became Brahman, expert in Smriti doctrine, who propagated the path of fruitive sacrifice. The nine Yogendra, free to move without impediment, travelled everywhere as they wished. They were direct associates of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Madhusudan, and wandered freely to give protection to the various planets in the universe. The human body can be lost at any moment, but it is still a very rare attainment. Still rare is to get the association of the confidential devotee of Lord of Vaikuntha while in this very human body. The association of such saintly person, even for a fraction of second, bestows all benefit of a living being. Therefore, King Nimi offered the nine Yogendra suitable seat, worshipped them, humbled himself with obeisance, and joyfully inquired from them about Bhagavad Dharma. Bhagavad Dharma, or pure devotional services to the Lord, is the only means of ultimate good fortune for the soul. The Supreme Lord, being pleased by such service, offers his own self to the devotee. In answer to the king's question, one of the nine Yogendra, Kavi, spoke as follows: those means of advancement which are described by the personality of Godhead Himself and which enable even foolish person easily to achieve perfect self-realization are called Bhagavad Dharma. This Bhagavad Dharma, manifested as service to the lotus feet of the infallible Supreme Lord, eradicates all fear for the living being. By abiding in Bhagavad Dharma, one will never stumble or fall, even while running with both eyes closed. Whatever one does with his body, mind, word, intelligence, consciousness, sense, and natural proclivities should all be offered to the Lord Narayan. Living entities averse to the Lord Lotus feet come under the control of Lord Illusionary Energy Maya. They forget the Lord identity and are trapped by the illusion of identifying with the temporary body. Under the sway of material attraction, they become greatly fearful. Thus, the best thing for them is to surrender their very life energy to qualified Guru and execute worship of the Supreme Lord, the absolute controller of Maya, with pure devotion. Just as by eating one gradually appeases his hunger and with every bite feels more and more satisfied and nourished, a surrendered devotee achieves detachment from all objects other than Krishna, gains direct personal experience of the Lord, and realizes pure love for the Lord all simultaneously.